You sly dog.
What's up, Kakarot?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
For eons, since we were children, we talked about building some shit. Now I got some shit to build. Look, you see that suspension?
Yeah, suspension look good.
That motherfucker nice, you see that?
Yeah, boy, you got that long travel.
You got the, listen, man, got my last name on it, but I don't know if it performed like how I performed. Mr. Freaky Man over here, you know what I'm saying?
What?
I thought I'd bring this to you because of all people who know Fords, you know Fords any better than anybody I know.
Do you need a motor?
I don't know yet. I don't know how bad or good this thing is yet, so.
Man, let me see what it look like, man.
Show you
Come
real
on,
quick.
man.
Let me
Don't
show
get
you.
me amped up. Oh, okay. Got a 351 in there. Man, this thing probably got like 100 horsepower.
What you mean 100? It feel, you know, it got a little bit more than 100.
I doubt it. This bug, how many miles it got on it?
269,000 something, nothing.
Well, I know I heard something over here making some noise when you pulled up. I don't know what that is,
But you know, I try to keep it running. I put my water in it once a day to make sure it don't overheat. I don't know if I should.
Is it?
Ooh, damn, I done burnt myself.
What you doing?
Oh, goddamn.
You about to send all of us to the hospital.
So Michael Cox told me he recommend staying Ford to Ford. I got an LS in it right now in the back. I got from my boy Reverse Garage. No. I've been considering putting it in here, you know.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why not?
That LS need to go with this battery.
Where?
In the trash.
Damn! Do you want to see some hats? That's a lot of hats. Order yours now at Hoonigan.com.
And fire it up. Let me see what this thing sound like.
Ooh. It sound good, huh?
Heck no. Look like it's got a low compression cylinder. It's got a vibration and all that. You see it? It ain't idling smooth. Man, turn this thing off. To me, it would be too much money to keep the fuel injection on for you to do what you're trying to do. I would just get rid of all this stuff. I'll put a carburetor on there.
For everybody ever in YouTube land, I've known Deon. Damn, Deon's seen all the phases of me. He's seen
Sure did.
In shape Gary, fat Gary,
Yeah.
broke Gary.
Oh yeah. All of that.
And shit. You know, now this is the difference. Is this corporate Gary? I don't know what to call it. This is more responsible. He's known me before I even had a son.
Yeah.
Since I brought this over here, I know you told me, can you look at it more in depth to see if there's anything to save or if there's anything possible you could do to help the brother out?
My thing is, I would just start off with something totally different. I wouldn't even use, because you're not gonna use anything off of this engine anyway. I would just start off fresh. So I might have some in the back for you. Want to come check it out?
I'll come look at it. Sly dog, you.
Come on. I got something right here in the garage if you want to come over here and check it out.
Is this the same engine?
This is a small block 408.
So is this a 408? Is that the same as this?
It's the same block. It's the same block, but this one uses, I believe it's a 4-inch stroke. It's 40 over. It's got aluminum rods, aluminum pistons and everything in it. So everything is lightened. You should be able to spin it with no problem. I've always revved it maybe 68, 7,000.
That seems pretty normal for a V8. Everything we have is like, what Gilbert, like 72, 7,000? Anything over 72 is usually when I blow up something.
Yeah. So these have the original 208 valve, and the AFR, the new Renegade 220s have a 2-100 intake valve.
Okay.
But these had the dual bolt pattern. It should be a 12-to-1 motors, flat top pistons with a 58cc head. It's got a custom solid roller Isky cam in it. So everything's solid. It's got Crowder roller lifters, solid roller lifters. I port matched this intake to the head, so there won't be no restrictions. So in theory, if you have all the supporting mods with the right amount of compression, it should make double what the heads flow. So if these flow 335, 340, so what is that? Like 670 horsepower or something maybe?
Could I put nitrous on this?
Yes, you can. I already pre-gapped the rings.
Oh, you knew I was going to do something stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Because let me tell you, I think about like, all right, so if I built this was a spare motor for my race car. I just had sitting, but then I ended up selling the car. So then that's when I was like, hey, I mean, it's here. And I know you will use it, and I'd rather see you get use out of it versus just let it sit around here and just go to waste.
Oh, Deon, you helping me out with the engine? Oh, got your race score. Look at this beautiful engine, y'all. You see this? See this? Going in the Bronco. I feel like, why is everything going on here nicer than the shit I got from my Skyline?
It's because you're not talking to the right people.
So before we can even think about using the 408, all of this has to come out because we're not using any type of electronic fuel injection anymore. We're going carbureted. So I don't know what that means. I know a lot of this shit has to come out. He knows what it is.
I sure do. I converted my Fox body from fuel injection to carbureted. Call me a dummy if you want to. At least I go fast.
Oh, Jonathan, get that funky ass camera out of here. I gotta work,
man.
Bro.
Let's get the tools and stuff. Let's get cracking, man.
Get back to work.
We gotta have this engine out. We're gonna have the engine out by 1:30.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Trust me.
Trust me, daddy.
Up down here on my ground.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. That boy was on there. Boy, Michael Cox tightened the shit out of that. Everybody's sliding up in me.
Just in there blowing up my bathroom.
Watch your feet. I'm telling him.
You know that stuff is still, you know that stuff fake. All right.
I ain't giving up. Damn.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this distributor out. We're gonna take all this stuff off so we can get to the transmission volts in the back, and we're gonna take those out. But let me ask you a question first. Did you take the distributor hold down off of this distributor?
The distributor what? Nah, is it?
Bro, this can come out.
What you mean?
Look at this. You can just slide it up out of there.
I did not do that.
Your distributor was bouncing back and forth. That might have been why I'd be shutting off. You know, if you don't have a good ground with that distributor, I think that grounds the computer or something like that. And if it moves, it'll like glitch it.
I didn't know that was loose at all.
Yeah, the distributor hold down clamp is missing. Look, I can clearly just take this out. Now you don't have a distributor.
Look, I got it all. I was like, how'd you do that?
You told me. Pull it back.
Hey! I can say this, Deon and I took out this engine. Now the hardest choice right now is Deon's been on the phone with the transmission shop. Now Michael Cox has been sending me transmissions, but since I'm trying to keep this a 4x4 truck, it's been hard because using the 4L80 is heavily costly, but it's bulletproof. Trying to use this stock transmission in its current state ain't gonna work, but Deon does have some suggestions from his transmission guy.
He said the thing he would go with is switch out all of the AOD stuff to put 4R70W or whatever transmission stuff it is and go with a C6 torque converter. And he said it should be bulletproof after that.
We found a C6 transmission, but the problem is I don't know if the tail shaft fixed on that. And if you're like, what's the tail shaft? On the back end of the transmission, the tail shaft attaches to the transmission. That way it can keep everything I need on there to be 4x4. Now this is an all-wheel drive, so it's not constantly four-wheel spinning. That's the difference between all-wheel drive and 4x4. You have an option of using everything in it versus always having what's in it. Yeah. I got it. The moment of truth, we get to roll this over here and wash it. And as you can tell, I've gotten so much crud in my eyes. Heatwave, I'm sorry I don't have my glasses. While we take a break from cleaning the Bronco's engine bay because I'm tired of getting dirty, we're going to ask Mr. Deon, what does it take to get this bad boy up and running? And what do we need to do to get it up and running so you at home can see this thing up and run?
All right, so this is my engine run stand. I have it set up for carbureted. I have a low pressure fuel pump right here. I just got to put the starter on, prime the oil pump, set up the timing, and then we should be able to fire it up. We don't have the headers flanges yet, so we're gonna see something cool today.
We're going to make work with what we got. All right. That was a great
Glow, you know what I'm saying?
This is zinc additive.
The zinc is supposed to help premature wear, it's supposed to help motor, the ring seal up, provides coating over your bearings and everything to keep everything from wearing because a lot of the oils nowadays don't have the additives in it. For like the old school motors, like the hydraulic flat tapping cams, it was eating the cams up because I guess the oil didn't have, they took all of the zinc and stuff out of the oil. But I use this Rotella because this has high in zinc and I also put zinc additive in it on top of that. I'm about to prime the oil pump. This is a tool so I don't have to spin the motor over. I can just spin the pump by itself. Here we go. We got 65 pounds. It's going up. Yeah, it's like 68. I usually do it sometimes without the valve cover on. That way I can see oil getting to the top of the motor.
So I could run this oil pressure sensor in there or electric? Okay.
Just all you have to do is wherever you just need to connect it right there. The temperature we can run off either one of these. And then your alternator, you already know that your truck will pick it up automatically.
This thing doesn't have an RPM gauge.
Oh, so you need a tack too.
Yeah.
There's clusters out there you can buy. Unless you just wanted to look like real organic with it and go get you like those little tripod gauges from like AutoZone or something.
Damn, I haven't seen them in a minute.
This is regular 91, just so you know. I ain't putting no special Q16 or 100 octane or E85 or nothing like that. Yep, I just put the distributor in. So now I got it pointed at the #1 spark plug. So I'm gonna put it right here so I can advance it or retard it if I have to. Okay, here we go.
You okay? You okay?
That's what I told you.
I was ready.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. I'm about to stand over here. What?
Oh, it just does that? You okay, everybody? I didn't know. I didn't know. Is it supposed to do that? I didn't know.
That's the exhaust, bro.
Oh. I didn't know. I thought
This mother. God damn.
I thought it was on fire.
No. All right, here we go.
Hell yeah.
Gas.
Hell yeah, it works. I can't hear a damn thing, but it works.
Yeah, it don't sound clean because there's no exhaust on it.
That makes sense. That should sound like the Jetsons mobile.
It did. It said blah, 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 blah.
But it worked.
About to fly away. Blah, 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 blah.
You get some headers on this motherfucker, some exhaust. Well, you put so much thought into this, what you do. Most people are like, yeah, that sound good.
No, because I need to be sure it's right. I can't just, the same way with that car. I built that motor, I fired it up 3, 4, 5 times, let it run. I said, all right, it's cool. I tightened everything down, I put it in the car.
You're responsible.
Well, I gotta be. People spending money.
Most people don't. You have this thing, I think it called integrity. A lot of people don't have that anymore.
Integrity is gone.
You know how many people done fucked me off with my Skyline? Yeah, fine, and it breaks. And they say, Gary, I thought we could trust these people. And it's like,
No, I'm here. I've been here for a long time. I ain't going nowhere. And he already know if anything happens, all he got to do is just let me know.
don't worry, I'm not going to squeeze the fire extinguisher.
I know. Oh, yeah, get a good look at this. Look at it. He tried to put the fire out inside the exhaust.
I thought it was on fire. It was on fire.
I said, what are you doing? He did it slow, too. He ran up. He was like,
I was like, what are you doing? Watch out, Stretch. I'm gonna do a rampage on you.
Oh no! Oh no!
Go ahead, take it. You want it?